always say whenever I get the opportunity to speak, and that is there's a slot in world history for each and every one of us, either as a world changer or someone who watched the world choose. There's a slot in world history for each and every one of us, either as a world changer or someone who watched the world choose. It's not what happens to you in life that defines you, but what you choose to make happen that ultimately will define you. Life happens from you, and it all begins with your choice to believe so. Each person in this room, everybody in this room, has everything they need to not only change their own personal world, but the world as a whole. And again, it begins with your choice. Graduates, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to think about your most audacious goal, your most audacious dream. I want you to think about the happiest you. Those secret things that are inside your heart that nobody knows about, those things that you really want to happen. And once you have that, raise your hand. Whether that's being the person that abolishes racism, or the person who's a dope community activist, someone who's a dope MC, a dope filmmaker. Once you have that, raise your hand. So here's my challenge to you. You can open your eyes. That life is waiting for you, containing everything that you want. It's waiting for you. But my challenge to you is, who are you willing to become to get it? And what are you willing to do to get it? What are you willing to do to get it? You know the best thing that you can offer to humanity, to this life, is you becoming that person. Is you becoming the maximized version of yourself. That is the most selfless thing you can offer to humanity. Why? Because it shows everyone else that change is possible, that greatness is possible. And here's the dope thing about a maximized life. It doesn't equate to riches or fame. For some people that may be a part of their maximized life. But if you are living out the best you're giving the greatest gift to the earth. And here's the second most important thing about a maximized life. My maximized life won't look like yours or hers. If you have two people working out with a trainer, following the same diet plan, the same weight training, they're gonna look different, regardless of them doing the same work. And you have to be okay with that. So that means there's no competition when it comes to greatness. There's no competition when it comes to greatness. A lot of people ask me, they said, Pervis, you talk about being great, you talk about living this maximized life, you've been on TV, you talk about it all the time, blah, blah, blah. Why don't people live in their greatness? And I answered in one word: belief. Our beliefs are the things that really manifest in our lives. And they don't necessarily have to be true. Our experiences shape our beliefs. For example, if I have a bad experience with a police officer a couple times, my belief is that all police are bad. That's not necessarily
early.
Hey! Hey! It's not necessarily the truth.
The baby.
Sorry about that, baby. Sorry about that. As I was saying, that's not necessarily the truth. But if we're honest with ourselves, everybody in this room, we can admit that at some point of our lives, we believed that we weren't good enough. We've all believed that we weren't good enough. And that's a lie. The truth is, everybody in this room was created to be dynamic, to be great. But we settle for the lie. So what ends up happening is we let good rob us of great, and we let surviving and just getting by rob us of thriving. Dr. Miles Monroe says, if the purpose of a thing isn't understood, then abuse is inevitable. If you don't know that the purpose of you being here on this earth is to be great and dynamic, you are abusing yourself. Self-included. Do you know research shows that only 2% of people of the human population reach greatness? And again, that has nothing to do with money or fame. 2%. There's 7 billion people on the planet. So that means 98% of people are abusing themselves because they're not operating at their best. And I don't want to see that happen to you. So you're asking me, Pervis, how do I maximize my life? How do I do this? I'm glad you asked. As a life coach, I have clients all the time who want to change careers, or they want to be really successful, or they really want to become this new person. And two things that I tell them that produces quick results are the two things I'm going to share with you right now. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. So I have a client, Christina, who's very successful. She has degrees, plural degrees. But her problem is that she couldn't understand why she couldn't get past a certain point, why she couldn't make past a certain amount of money, why she wasn't interviewing for the jobs that some of her friends were interviewing for. And I told her what I'm about to tell you right now. I said, how you show up in life determines your success or failure. How you show up in life determines your success or failure. I said, you've been showing up like, yo, I just need to pay my rent. I just need to get by. And that's the energy you're emanating. Even via email, people can sense your energy. I said, the first thing you have to do is change that self-talk, that self-narrative that's going on in your mind, that we all have it. They're saying like, yo, I'm not gonna get this job. Yo, I'm not gonna pass that class. Yo, I'm not gonna make it. I wish I had this. All those negative things. I said, you have to interject that. I said, you need to make on your phone, since everybody has a cell phone, on your voice notes, you need to say positive things about yourself, and you need to listen to that every single day. So I told her, I said, make the MP3 on your phone, create that soundtrack of positivity. And I said, just start doing that for a week. I said, also, you gotta show up as if you are already that chick that's making 6 figures, as if you're already a boss. You have to show up, and it's not cockiness. Because I told her, I said, for 5 years, I've been acting like I've been interviewed on the Today Show. And guess what? 5 years later, I've been interviewed on the Today Show. It's all about how you show up in life. I said, you have to show up in the position that you see yourself in. So she was like, okay, Pervis, mind you, I've only been working with her 4 weeks now. This just happened. 4 weeks. She emails me, she's like, you know, Pervis, I just interviewed for this job, and it's like, you know, this will be paying me the most money I've ever made in my life, and it will be, you know, the most power I've ever had in the job. But you know what? If I don't get it, it's all good, because I'm good enough. And something else is gonna come along. Well, while we were talking, she gets an email from the job offering her even more money than what she thought she was gonna get. All because she showed up different, and she started to change her self-talk. Each of you have the ability to not only change your world, but the world as a whole. And I'm gonna close with this, because I don't wanna sell you a pipe dream. I wanna be real with you. In life, there are gonna be trials, tribulations, things that you just don't understand. Ask your parents. Stuff just happens, right? But there are two types of pain in life. Pain from discipline, pain in becoming something great, or the pain of regret. And the pain of regret will kill you. I can't tell you how many friends I have who make lots of money, who inside are dying because they know that they should have started that business, or they know they should have pursued that career, or they should have went after their dreams of becoming an actor, or whatever it is, opening up their own restaurant. it's killing them inside, and they're trapped in their success. I don't want any of you to suffer from the pain and regret. Again, in closing, there's a life waiting for you, containing everything that you want. My challenge to you is, how are you going to show up? Be great.